Hello, everybody. It's Bugs here, and I just wanted to say, mm, I don't know, my OBS has been buggy. I was gonna put one of my little things on, but I don't want to because it hasn't because I have a random chance for this thing crashing on me. So this one's not gonna have my thing. Actually, let me see if I can do it. Okay, no, that has Soccer Wars. I'm not even gonna try. I'm not even gonna try because literally when I try doing it, it usually goes, oh yes, you're trying to get your little our assets going. But look, it's like look. I will not let you. Oh fuck, it's actually letting me do it. Okay. Usually try to switch through multiple assets to kind of give you a gauge of how I'm feeling. But you know what? Let me cut the bullshit. Let's really talk about PalWorld. Not the fact that freaking Power is doing better than Pokemon, even though to me it is, but not in the way y'all think. And fan games from Pokemon are kind of kind of one of the other things I play. When I get my AY in Thor, I'm pretty much gonna be playing a lot of fucking just so much fucking fan games. And yeah, so we're gonna have a little talk about this. Okay, so you're probably wondering to yourself, well, Bugsy, I mean, you said that Pokemon, Power World's doing better than Pokemon, just not the way we think. What do you mean by that? What I mean is, for some of us who were Pokemon fans in the '90s through to the early 2000s, we literally grew up with Pokemon, right? We still have that connection, tenuous as it may be nowadays. But you gotta think about it, right? You gotta think about it. The only reason a lot of us that are Pokemon fans, I'm talking about the Pokemon fans, I ain't talking about the people who play it just to play it. Some of them are grifters, though. Some of them are, some of them aren't. But I'm talking about to the people that are like me, who grew up with Pokemon. I think it makes your playthrough better that you grew up with Pokemon. You know, makes you love makes you love these different little creatures a little bit more than you already do. I remember one time one of my ex friends were like, "It's not better than Pokemon. It's not even the same ballpark." But like to me, it's better to me because Pokemon kind of forgot this one simple thing that the anime always followed: that sense of wonder, that sense of exploring the unknown, that sense of just going to a different region and being completely blindsided. I think Power World does that in spades. And not to just say, oh, but Pokemon can't do it. But you gotta understand where that comes from. If you are a Pokemon fan, you know what I'm talking about, man. I didn't even want to buy the latest Pokemon games because it just felt like they were kind of just, they're resting on their laurels, man. They felt like it's like they had, honestly, it's like they had, it's because it's like that they felt that they didn't have to do shit. All they had to do was make Pokemon game, strip a few things, and boom, Bob's your uncle. We done. It felt like the actual the care totally got pushed out of it, man. The thing is, you guys want to know something goofy and something dorky about me when I'm playing Power World sometimes? Sometimes I'll play to be a master while I'm playing it, or Viridian City. Because again, I think Power World in a weird way, because I'm talking to the fans, I ain't talking to the people that want to just put Nintendo down. Lord knows they deserve it, but it ain't even about them. It's about the feeling you get when you play it and you are a Pokemon fan. And it's like, when you really look at it, it's like we're in an entirely different alternate region. Or you could be like me and think that you could be like me and make a crackpot theory saying that PalWorld is just a very, very post-apocalyptic Pokemon, which I still believe, even though it ain't true and you can't really. There's no facts behind it. Okay, maybe there's a few, but I'm not gonna get into crackpot game theory, isms. But I enjoy it. Yeah, like I get it. I get it. A lot of you fans are like staying strong and true. I get it. You love Pokemon and you feel like Power World takes the shine away from it. See, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm talking to you like this because no other person actually even approaches what I'm approaching right now. Because everybody wants to just fucking shit on Nintendo for every little bitty thing. And I'm not saying that they are completely within the wrong. I mean, they're completely within the right because they have done stupid, shitty things. But, because Sony did their big boner. Yeah, I'm using that in the old context of that word. The same word that the Joker used, even though I think they knew what boner they knew that the other ways, the other meaning of boner, but yeah, I could be wrong about that. I could be wrong about that. But like I said, you know, it just made that it made Nintendo a lot more favorable because what PlayStation's doing, what Microsoft is doing. And I'm not saying that they're in the right at all, but I'm saying if you are a Pokemon fan and you love Power World, that is literally you saying that you just want an adult version of Pokemon that actually has you as kind of an adult and you're playing it. Man. That's what you want. You want a little bit of darkness in your Pokemon games that isn't like a ghost girl. Although there are games with ghost girls in in a game and the endings kind of. You ever played Fear 2? Is it Fear 2 or Fear 1? I fucking forget. But if you know what I'm talking about, you don't know. Like you there watching this while you're just scrolling. You know what I'm talking about. You played Fear. You know what I'm saying. I ain't gonna say it here because we on YouTube and I can't really get into detail. But I'm just saying, sometimes we want something that's adult, and we want something that in a grand sense, power can be kind of mindless if you're just doing shit to do shit. See, you can enslave people, and I kind of did a few to those to the to the Team Rocket S group and the Team Plasma S group. Don't judge me. Don't fucking judge me. But honestly, you can be an absolute fucking bastard to your pals. You can be an absolute fucking bastard, but I don't do that because these Pokemon taught me one world now and forever. The same world that there's the same blue sky. And yeah, I'm not really a dick to my pals because, quite honestly, that's not how Pokemon taught me. Although, if I'm getting chased by a pretty strong pal, I'm usually on the offensive, ready to kill it. It's like what I wish I could have done in Arceus when I got chased by those Machokes. I was chased by 3 Machokes in that game, guys. That shit was that shit was scary. I had no Pokemon protecting me. I was that on that day. I was like, fuck. Like seriously, that's the stuff freaking people who write Pokemon fanfic would write about, and then make it sexual. But that's neither here nor there. But what is what I'm trying to tell you is that the power, you love Power World because Pokemon ain't doing it for you. And that's okay. But I say don't just hate on Pokemon. Don't hate on, don't let Pokemon now corrupt your memories, your love for Pokemon back in the day. Because I had one of my very core beautiful memories with Pokemon. My dad, who was no longer of this world, when I was little, my dad and me, he took me to Pokemon, the third Pokemon movie. He didn't want to go, but he did it anyway because he wanted to just see me happy, and I was. It was so cool. Uh, I don't know if Dad ever really thought anything of it, but I sure did. It was one of the shining moments. That it's one of the other memories I remember that were just so stand out. You know? And there are other things like how I tried Pokemon Showdown and my old pal that I'm just gonna say his name was D. How me and him would play Pokemon Showdown and that motherfucker would cheat. D, if you ever come back, D, me and you, Pokemon Showdown. I don't care. We gonna settle this shit. We're gonna settle this shit if you ever come back. And really, I don't think my love for Pokemon has ever really dwindled because of Power World. If anything, it made it stronger. It made me wish for a Pokemon game that had a lot more thought put into it. They can give us the whole open world Pokemon thing where we're going to different regions and just we're exploring. PalWorld gives you a lot of experience for just exploring the world. And, isn't that what Pokemon's all about? Like, finding new things, getting gym badges, and all that other stuff. Like, that's what we're doing, I know a Griffin will say, well, Powers do what Pokemon wouldn't. Okay. But have you played Pokemon? Have you sat in your bed, which was a bunk bed, having a Pokemon bank, Pokemon bed sheets, a Pokemon, like for a minute, a Pokemon clock, and just a big, and when and you were little, so you had like a big cuddle pillow of Pikachu that you just cuddled, and you were so entrenched in Pokemon, you played Pokemon Snap all night when it was like Friday. You were like, "Oh, I'm gonna watch me Cartoon Fridays, and then we'll go hit. We're gonna hit up Pokemon Snap, play some Pokemon Stadium." Like those memories are always gonna be a part of what I love about Pokemon. Also, Larry, Larry Hughes, Mister I don't like Ash for whatever fucking reason. That man doesn't like anything. I don't even think he's a real fan of any of this stuff. He just literally be out here hating on things that he just don't like personally. And it's just like it stops being like he has a dislike for something and more like he's being a parody of himself. Like I remember when Larry was still around on YouTube, right? And this man was like, ha ha ha, Ash is gone. He was like laughing, like he just Like he orchestrated a murder on Ash Ketchum. It was weird. I swear to God. I swear to God, I feel like Larry was born in the wrong life because I feel like he'd be one of those fucking mustache twirling Bond villains. I swear to God, I so totally think he'd be Doctor. He would be Doctor. He'd be Doctor No Bitches. And James Bond would be like, "Hey," James Bond would be like, "Do you expect me to talk, Doctor No Bitches?" "No, Mister Bond. I expect you to like my Sally Acorn fixation." I'm sorry, I felt like I had to put that in there, but back to Larry hating on Ash. Mm. But yeah, he just hated on Ash for no reason. I understand. A lot of us didn't like Ash. Hell, I didn't like Ash when I was growing up. But I think now that Ash is gone, because let's be real, Ash was our first real gateway to the Pokemon universe. Sure, we had the games, but the games can only take us so far. The anime is what made that that fixation of Pokemon have more weight. He was a character surrogate for a while. And they kept dumbing him down in other seasons. But I'm talking about that first season. That magic we all felt. And that's why we all wanted to be Pokemon masters, trainers, everything else. Because that kid from Pallet Town literally made us wish we were in that world. If only just for a minute or a day. Regardless of how dangerous the Pokemon world would actually be if it was real. Which PalWorld kind of still kind of shows that, like, yeah, if you were in a world like Pokemon, this shit would be dangerous as hell. It'd be awesome, but it'd be dangerous as fuck. Sandagast eating people. Sandagast eating fucking people. Drip Blooms taking it to hell. Yeah, hell exists in Pokemon while we're at it. Because of that fucking Pokédex in Underworld, but you can kind of say Underworld's another way of saying hell sometimes, depending on what you know. But and my favorite pal that I always have around in my little party, a daydream will give a person sweet dreams until they die. Like they will literally put you in a coma of nothing but good dreams until you die. You know, Pokemon would just hit you with the most darkest Pokemon, the most darkest Pokemon entry, Pokedex entries ever. This game is that made manifest. And I be seeing little pals. I keep seeing little pals. And sorry, I keep like going fast and kind of getting ahead of myself. But I be seeing little pals get eaten. Bro, I be seeing them getting swallowed whole. I'm like, I don't know what I'm playing. Am I playing a Pokemon like or fucking four finish? I don't fucking know. But I be seeing that shit. I'll be like, oh shit. It shows the beauty of what a world. If you're in a world like Pokemon, but also the horror of it all. And I don't even. We don't even have like legit ghost Pokemon like how we have it. We don't even have legit ghost creatures like we have in Pokemon, where it's kind of implied that the ghost Pokemon are just humans, or there probably is a ghost Pokemon. I haven't seen it, and I haven't looked at its fucking pal entry. But yeah, because PalWorld has. Hold up. Hold up. I'll be right back. PalWorld, the Syndicate fucking has factories. They be whipping all these other, Team Rocket, Team Plasma, Team Magma, Aqua, you know, kind of compare, kind of like semi parallels characters are everything that Pokemon never tried to show us. Like the Syndicate are just like Team Rocket, but you actually get to see their cruelty. The PAL Alliance, they say they love pals like how Team Plasma love pals. They will fucking off one if they feel like it. You know, again, the actual horrors that are in the Pokemon game. It shows the actual horrors of what a Pokemon universe would look like. I mean, the only one that's actually ever really shown us a version of that would have to be the original Pokemon manga. You know what I'm talking about. You guys know what I'm talking about. The Elite Four being actual monsters. Your Pokemon not fainting but fucking dying in Pokemon battles, which really makes Pokemon battles the most dangerous thing you can put a Pokemon in. Kind of like PalWorld, but PalWorld they faint too. They don't really die. I mean, you could probably make a mod. You can probably have a mod where it is permadeath. Though, could you have a mod that has a certain creepypasta Pokemon in it? Probably not. But if you could, that shit would be horrifying. And there are fan games that kind of attempt what PalWorld's doing now, like Pokemon Wilds. That thing hasn't had an update for I don't know how long. But what I'm getting at here is that you're always gonna have memories of Pokemon. Just PalWorld is kind of like an extension, an unofficial extension of what being in a world, being in a world like Pokemon would be like. So, what I'm trying to say is that you kind of need Pokemon to really appreciate PalWorld. It's not essential by any means, but it helps. And I've been playing it off and on. I haven't been working on anything lately. I've just been playing that. I had to take a little break. I'm going to push out some videos, but I gotta tell you, PalWorld been holding on to me, been like, Bugsy, you've been working, but we have what you need, what you crave. It also will have you. Also, you just crank to be a master while you're catching pals with the pal spear, man. Do it. It's just, again, if anything, it just makes me love Pokemon even more, and it makes me appreciate what PalWorld is actually trying to do. Because whether you like it or not, PalWorld was scratching an itch. PalWorld was scratching an itch that Pokemon just wasn't giving us. And I know some of you diehard Pokemon fans that will ride Nintendo until the last stop will always say that we're pretending that we like PalWorld. This is not real. And da 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 da. Look, I'm not telling you to stop loving Pokemon, but I am telling you you need to stop acting like PalWorld being around is the worst thing in the world, man. There's so many worse things going on in our world right now. Y'all just bitching and moaning about the fact that there's no new freaking Switch games right now, and this and that. It's like, bro, there's shit going on in Pokemon. There's shit going on in Nintendo that we don't even know. All right, but I do hate the people that say like, oh, you don't like Power World, you're pretending. Okay, let's look at the how long I've been playing Power World on my on Steam because now I've been playing it. I've been playing this shit for it says right on my playtime 9.6 hours. I haven't touched Power Word on my PC in a bit because I've been using my Xbox. So you could just imagine for a second. You can just imagine for a second. Does this look like pretending to you? Because Aaron Smith said that shit. I'm like, dude, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. Everybody's different, and not everybody is gonna hump Nintendo's leg like you are. Okay, okay, homie. I really hate the people who like narked on Power. That probably spurred Nintendo on a little bit. They're probably gonna do it anyway, but y'all gotta spur them on. Like one dude said, "I can't handle." If Power World is real, you guys won't be able to handle my mentality and what I might do. It's like, so motherfucker, are you threatening people just because Power World's a thing? Like that just makes the group just go, oh, look at these crazy Pokemon fans. Like, dude, you're playing into their hands. Like Power World should not bug all of you that much. It's just a game. Like, I know us fans get passionate about things, but this is just stupid. Like, okay, Power World exists. We all still got bills to pay. We all still got mortgages to pay off and shit. We still got taxes to do. The fuck? Like, like we still got shit that's important. We still got things we need to clean and things we need to go do. Y'all acting like y'all acting like Power World being there is like going to end the world. It's fucking stupid. It's childish, and it pretty much proves that you either have nothing going on, or you're very privileged to the point where you don't have to do anything. You know, to the point where you're just like sitting there going, Power sucks. Power sucks." And Power World fans, listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to your listen to your Uncle Bugsy for like 5 minutes. Now y'all need to stop acting all crazy around the fucking Pokemon fans. Because they ain't really doing much of anything. But y'all need to stop acting like Power World is the gift is God's gift to man. It is a game. It is a fun game. And I love it. But I'm not gonna sit here and fucking degrade the Pokemon fans just because I love Power. You know, y'all can be weird about it if you want, but I'm just gonna enjoy it for that sense of wonder that I've been missing from the Pokemon games. While the rest of you just kind of keep on blazing Power World for the wrong reasons. And the new update, that shit is good. It is good and it is freaking amazing. And there's just so many things I want to do. Hell, I'm still on the base island right now. I want to go to the other regions, man. I want to go to the other islands and do shit. It's kind of like Johto. Everybody wants to be a master. Everybody wants to show their skills. Everybody wants to get there faster, make the way to the top of the hills. Like that's how I feel when I'm playing freaking Power World. I'm just discovering a new place. It's like it's built for us Pokemon fans, dudes. Like really, it's not trying. I don't feel like you can ever take away Pokemon's business because at the end of the day, people are gonna buy whatever they want to buy no matter what. So there's gonna be people still buying Pokemon games. That's never gonna go away. But the fact that Power World challenged them means that they need to learn that there's gonna always be competitors, and they need to handle up on that. What they should be doing, what if they didn't do this lawsuit, what they should have did was just try and like work with Power World. And trust me, there's a few ways they could have done that, but we'll talk about that later. But I'm gonna go enjoy enjoy everything I just said, man. Because without Power World, without Pokemon, your love for Power World, if you're a Pokemon fan, wouldn't feel as big as it does. And then there will be people that will hate on it because it's Pokemon. Hell, even some of the Japanese Pokemon fans are hating on Power World. Their culture is so different than ours. They sided with Nintendo right the fuck away. Like I heard this from a dude a dude I talked to. He was like, yeah, they out here, they're out here like fucking pissed. I was like, damn, really? And he was like, yeah. I was like, damn. And my friend Ned has his skepticism. And I don't turn him away from that. He's allowed to feel he's allowed to feel the way he wants to feel about Power World. Me though, I love it. And I love it because of my prior relationship with Pokemon. You know? And that's never gonna go away. Like when I've like sometimes when I'm like doing something I freaking listen to what kind of Pokemon are you and remember every single memory that's connected to that. But hey, go do your. But hey, if you hate Power World, hey, I ain't gonna stop you. If you hate Pokemon, I ain't gonna stop you. But you do gotta understand something. Dumping on Nintendo just because you can, it's kind of dumb. Like, I be seeing these scriptures, I'll be like, y'all just saying this because Reddit's do. I don't know if you guys even actually play Power World. You only probably play Power World for like 5 minutes. But again, for us Pokemon fans, it's giving us something that Pokemon wasn't giving us. And I feel like that should be the fucking like through line when we're talking about Power World. Not it's look, see it's doing what Nintendo couldn't do. Some of us just lost that feeling of wonder. Others just want to play something different, but in the same Pokemon umbrella. Even if it is unofficial. Even if it is unofficially not connected to Pokemon in any way. You know? We want something like that. And that's okay. But I'm just gonna leave it here. I'm just gonna leave that here for you to just look at and watch. You can think whatever you want. I'm just telling you how I feel. Peace. Like peace like chaos grease. Enjoy what you enjoy and don't let anybody tell you otherwise.